G'day guys, X-Ray Racer 1 here, and this is part B of my review of the TOMIX N scale TOMIX the Tank Engine set. So guys, it's been a week and I've been running TOMIX the Tank Engine for about a week, on and off. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to run it every single day, but over the past week of running and looking, I'm quite happy to say that this is a brilliant locomotive set. As you know, as I said, this is something I've wanted for quite a while, ever since I was a young kid and saw someone had one at a model railway exhibition, and I am very impressed with the performance. So to give you a quick recap, this is TOMIX the Tank Engine set with the Annie and Clarabelle passenger coaches. The locomotive is DC powered only. It is, as you can see here, equipped with rapido couplers on the front or all round, and the detail is actually quite accurate to, when I say to the original or to the real TOMIX the Tank Engine, like the real TOMIX the Tank Engine model that they used in the TV series. And with a few little minor differences, I would have to say that not just TOMIX the Tank Engine, but Annie and Clarabelle too, the detail is very good. And not only that, apart from the detail, this would have to be the smoothest running locomotive I have ever owned, and that's saying something. As you know, I have Kato, Atlas, Broadway Limited Imports, Rapido. What else have I got? Bachman. Sorry I was just looking around behind me. I've got all different brands of locomotives, both DC power and DCC powered. And I'm even willing to say that this is even smoother than my Kato locomotives. I mean, apart from a few little stalls due to the track being a little bit dirty, I've been running the locomotive at this current speed you see here for about 20 minutes so far, and it's just kept speed, kept pace, and hasn't slowed down at all. So with part B, I will always give you my final thoughts. So this locomotive, is it true N scale? Not quite. I mean, as you can see here, we're going past some British rolling stock here, and as you can see, it's somewhat smaller than TOMIX and Annie and Clarabelle. It is Japanese N scale, so it's somewhat bigger than your average N scale, which is 1 to 160. The detail, what I'll do is I'll take some photos, and I have some screenshots of the actual TOMIX from the TV series, and here's some comparisons now. Okay, so as you saw, I took several screenshots from an episode that are close-ups of Thomas and compared them to this model here. And as you can see, the detail, you know, like I said before, with a few exceptions, it's fairly accurate to the original model in the TV series. So the detail is good. And it is a very, as you can tell, it is a very smooth running locomotive, like you can barely hear it. I mean, really, the most noise you can hear is mainly coming from Annie and Clarabelle as they rattle along the tracks. So what I'll do is I'll wait for them to come around, I'll take my microphone off, and you'll see what I mean. Because, to be honest, I'm actually quite impressed with how quiet running it is. So I'll just get the microphone ready. So as you could hear, really just the rattling of the coaches. So, final thoughts. Is it a good locomotive? Yes, it is. I'm quite impressed. Is it a true representation of the real thing, so of the real Thomas? Yes, I would say it's about 97% accurate. Is it good value? Personally, I got it from an eBay seller for $78 US. That's not including shipping. So is it good value? I would say yes. That is good value. Is it a good running locomotive? Yes, absolutely. I mean, as you can see here, it's just going along perfectly. Now, would I recommend this locomotive? If you are getting into model railroading and you are a fan of Thomas the Tank Engine, yes, I would highly recommend this set because it comes with Thomas the Tank Engine and Annie and Clarabelle. So I would recommend it, yes. So my final score out of 10. Now it's going to be hard to score this because, as I said in part A, Thomas the Tank Engine is based on a pannier tank locomotive. But obviously there are differences because it's a children's program, and so Thomas himself and the two coaches are based on the British railways, but based loosely, if that makes sense. So the detailing, detail and, for the lack of better words, being prototypical is somewhat off. So I'm going to base this score on the original Thomas the Tank Engine model from the TV series. So score, I would give this a 9 out of 10, purely for the fact that it's good value for money. It runs really well, as you can see. This is only on DC power. Runs really well. And I can guarantee you, as it has for me, it's brought a smile to my face. So I will give the final score a 9 out of 10. So that's going to be the end of this review, guys. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.